Applications accepted. Not all will be approved.
17 minutes past the hour. It is the third Wednesday of the month, so we catch up with the United Way. We've got Cheryl McCulloh in, the director. Rich Klahn, he's a campaign chair. We'll be visiting with him. And Kathy Marx from the Clinton Department of Parks and Recreation. We'll find out how the United Way helps her department. Cheryl, we'll start with you. A big day coming up tomorrow. Tell us about it.
We have our kickoff tomorrow from 4 to 5. It's at the Econo Lodge on Lincoln Way. We will have materials ready for all the people that normally run drives and want to get pledge cards to their company and to their employees and individuals. We will start at 4:15 with a program. Rich will say a few words. We will have a showing of our Fall 19 campaign video, and then we have 2 to 3 people that have been helped by United Way funds to an agency, so they'll tell about how it's made their life better.
You do benefit a number of agencies and, of course, a lot of people involved. About how many generally attend your kickoff dinner?
We are hoping for over 60 people. It is open to the public. Anybody would come. The meat of what we do is helping people, so coming for that program is really an important part and really will help them understand what their contribution goes toward.
All right, very good. Campaign Chair Rich Klahn. Rich, how did you get involved with the United Way?
Yeah, when I moved back to this area in 2007, that was one of the first organizations that I started to volunteer with. I was a co-chair of the Comanche campaign, the Comanche division. I did that for a couple years and kind of went away and did some other things volunteer-wise in the community. Still donated to United Way, but wasn't necessarily part of the campaign. And I was involved in things like Rotary and Junior Achievement and things like that. Then came back to United Way last year to be the first assistant campaign chair and then campaign chair this year. So,
now last year as the first assistant, what were some of your duties and how did it prepare you to be the chair this year?
Yeah, Gary DeLacy was the campaign chair last year, so I kind of watched him, what he did, and kind of came up with some ideas, some things that he did well we wanted to continue with, and tried to come up with some new ideas. One new idea that I'm pretty excited about is we're having a kids Halloween costume contest this year. It's going to be done all online. So I've been in contact with all the local schools, and they've all been in favor of letting us submit a sheet to go home with the kids that they take to their parents, and has simple instructions for the parents to enter them into this Halloween costume contest. And whoever raises the most money in that contest wins. We're going to have, I think, 9 different age divisions, and then we'll have one overall winner as well. So it'll be a fun thing. Be some nice prizes. I'm not 100% sure on all the prizes yet. We're still working on that, but it's going to be a nice prize package for the winners.
Now, if you could just briefly, not give too much away, what are you going to be doing to get everybody excited tomorrow at the kickoff as you speak to them?
Well, one thing that I talked to Cheryl about this is I wanted to have some people there that really benefit from the funds that United Way raises. So one example, I have my cousin who's in Special Olympics. She's going to speak. She's what they call, I think, a global ambassador for Special Olympics. So she goes around and gives a speech on her experience with Special Olympics. She's been involved with that for many years. And then we have a couple more individuals talking about their experience with the funds from United Way and how it affected their life. So I really wanted kind of that personal message to go out.
Have you set any kind of a goal? Is it based pretty much on what we did last year?
Yeah, so our goal this year is the same as last year. It's $650,000. Last year, I think we ended up somewhere around $600,000. Cheryl knows numbers better than I do. Right around that ballpark. So I think $650 is attainable. The Clinton area, Clinton County has very generous people. So I'm not worried about the good-hearted nature of the people in Clinton County. We just have to inform them why United Way is a great place to give their money, so it goes as far as possible.
And not to put you on the spot, but how many divisions, how many people are actually out there? And I would imagine they see businesses, industry, local people. How does that all break down, Rich?
Cheryl might be a better one to answer that.
Well, Cheryl, how does that all break down?
We have 6 different divisions, and they're grouped according to the type of business they are. Like Pacesetters, large industry. Retail small business is the retail and small business in Clinton. Comanche is the Comanche businesses. DeWitt is the DeWitt businesses. And we have people from each of those areas who are passionate about that particular area, and they're passionate about United Way. I would say we have over 150 volunteers involved.
All right. Very good. Let's bring in Kathy Marx now. She's with the Clinton Department of Parks and Recreation. Kathy, you've been with the department for a while now. How does the United Way benefit your department?
We request funding for our summer day camp, the CTC Adventure Zone Summer Day Camp, which runs as soon as school's out until school starts back up. This summer we had over 130 kids registered, and 65 of those kids were receiving funds from our United Way.
What do they all do during this camp time, Kathy?
We open up at 7 a.m. We close at 5:30 Monday through Friday. Kids get dropped off. We try to take a field trip either inside Clinton County or we go outside of Clinton County once a week. Every day they go down to Jefferson Elementary School for a hot lunch. Go to the pool, down at Riverview Pool twice a week. So we are keeping those kids busy.
I would see this would be a great benefit for those, maybe they have, both parents are working, and during the school year, of course, they have school, but during the summer, what do you do with them?
Right. So we provide a safe, consistent space for them to drop their kids off.
So, and the United Way, and again, it plays such a big part, as you pointed out, about 50% of these young kids are involved.
Right. We opened up summer day camp registration March 1st, and by March 19th, we were out of the funds that we were given by United Way. So we continue to not say no to kids and let them come until the first day of camp.
So very important, people give to the United Way, right, Kathy?
Absolutely, because without those funds, we would lose half of our kids and have to say no to kids.
Now, what about during the rest of the year? Is it primarily over the summer that the United Way benefits your department?
Right. The only program that we receive funding for United Way is the summer day camp.
Okay, very good. All right. Cheryl, you've got some fundraising events that are coming up, right?
We do. We have our annual barbecue on October.
Kathy, we got to get you ducked just a little closer to the microphone, Cheryl. There you go.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
We have our annual Fork the Pork barbecue on October 11th. We've done it for, I don't know how many years, over 10. It's a delicious meal, half a pound pork sandwich, delicious special recipe baked beans, cookies that are huge, chips, and just all for $8 for adults and $4 for kids. You can eat in. It's at the Klysar Employee Pavilion from 11 to 1, and that's all you can eat. So that's a really good deal for people that want to stop by.
And our golf tournament, we just had a check presentation here not too long ago, and $1,380. You know, not a significant amount, but it does probably help somewhat.
It's enough that if we didn't have it, we would be very sad, and it would go a long ways toward helping like the city parks and rec. As Kathy was telling us earlier, it's $100 a week for a kid. So right there, you've got what, 138 kids that might be 113 kids that would be helped. Sorry, my math isn't so good this morning. But you know, that's the thing here. This is about Clinton, and the people here are here because they want to be in Clinton, Comanche, DeWitt, and we want to make it the best community that we can.
If people would like to find out more information about the United Way, and is the public invited to the campaign kickoff at all, Cheryl?
Yes, they are. Anybody can come to that, and we would encourage them to just drop by. They can call us at 563-242-1209, or they can go to our website, which is clintonunitedway.org, and find out a lot of information too.
Okay, and is that video available on your website? I know it's a very good video.
It will be shortly.
Okay, very good. Not right now. And Rich, finally, as we do wrap things up here today, and we thank you all for coming in, get people fired up to give to the United Way. If somebody does not contact them, you have them contact you, right?
Yeah, we're going to be in touch with local businesses. I really encourage the employers in the area to not just talk about United Way and say if you want to give, come see HR, but give each employee a pledge card. I think they're a lot more likely to donate that way than if you just say, hey, if you want to give, come see us. So Cheryl and I are going to be meeting with some area businesses here coming up this week and next week. So we're excited about that. The Citizens Review Committee that reviews where the money goes does a great job in analyzing how your dollars get spent. So please know that your money is being used very wisely.
You bring up a good point, because that review panel or board, they do a great job.
They do. And Cheryl has been with United Way since we were talking before this, since like 1991. So her experience is tremendous in this whole process. And I want to give Kathy a shout out too, because the Parks and Rec have very exciting things going on right now between the pickleball courts down there by the riverfront. They got that new fitness area down there, so they're doing some very exciting things.
Very great cause, the United Way, because you don't only help out one group, you help out a number of groups and agencies. And again, Cheryl, if people would like to find out more about the United Way, how can they best do that?
They can call us 563-242-1209 or clintonunitedway.org.
All right, thank you all so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And give to the United Way.
Thank you.
I'm a sucker for you.
This is the Dan Patrick Show.
NFL found a way to complicate officiating even more in the offseason. We're reviewing